Stay one step ahead with Dubai Eye.
August the 2nd, 2017, you set out on May the 14th. On August the 2nd, what happened?
It was just like any other day. Beautiful start to the day. I left the RV and the support crew about 6:30 in the morning. It was about 8:15 in the morning, running on US Highway 40, 2 lanes in both directions. So I always run into the traffic for safety reasons. And a dark-coloured pickup truck moved from an outer lane to the inner lane and came off the road onto the shoulder deliberately and hit me at between 90 and 100 kilometres an hour. And I was thrown into a ditch.
You've said there, Nick, the key word in that, and it's shocking that happened. The key word there, though, is deliberately. Do you know for a fact that it was deliberate, that someone came at you? Well,
based on the police investigation that was undertaken, the police do believe, based on the evidence that is available to us, that it was deliberate. I did see the vehicle in the last couple of seconds come at me, and I wasn't on the road. I was on the hard shoulder. So in my view, the answer was yes, and that person didn't stop.
Drove off.
So the vehicle drove off.
And at that point, you were prostrate in the ditch. You were unconscious, or what sort of state were you in at that point?
This is perhaps an incredibly different story, because at the time I was hit, every morning or most mornings I check in with my wife and daughters, and I was on a hands-free Skype call with my wife at the time and daughters who were in Cyprus. So they heard me being hit and they heard my screams. But the saving grace here was that because my wife, who's an incredible lady, is a former nurse, she was able, through her questioning, to keep me breathing and to keep me going, because I was going into shock. And it was her efforts over the next 50 minutes, because I was found 56 minutes later by paramedics and state troopers. She was able to, from Cyprus, 1, to keep me alive, and 2, to inform the state troopers in an effort to try and find me, and obviously connect with my support crew as well.
You said 56 minutes before paramedics arrived, Nick. Did anyone else stop? Was there a good Samaritan? Did anyone see this event happen?
Because I was thrown into a ditch, I wasn't visible from the road. At about 36 minutes, the battery to the phone eventually died, and I was not in a good space. So I tried to.
You couldn't move, I take it.
Well, I couldn't move, but I thought the only way I'm going to get out of here alive is to move myself, because there's nobody coming. But I didn't realise how badly smashed my body was, particularly my pelvis, so I was unable to crawl out of the ditch.
Is it safe to assume, Nick, and I appreciate this is an emotional story and an emotional, just hearing you now, it's shocking. Is it fair to say that had you not been on that Skype call with your wife and your daughters, that you wouldn't be here sat today?
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here. My hero is my wife.
Stay one step ahead with Dubai Eye.